Hello, you may not recognize me at all, and that's okay. I may never make another video, but I got a capture card and I've been playing Disgaea 6. Disgaea is my favorite game series, so I thought I'd do like a let's play, but where I just leave it on auto and auto battle in item world, and then I'm just going to kind of review the game, including some plot points, but I won't make any spoilers. I'm just gonna say, like whether I like something or whether it was and why. So the first thing I want to say is the gameplay is lovely. You know what I hated? That one game with the blocks? That was obnoxious. This, we're back to well, there's not as many geo panels as you can see in this item world. Like, I feel like there's something weird about the item world. I feel like it used to be really super colorful, and I feel like there's a lot of monotone. Like this scene right here, it's all kind of purpley. It's not like even if you put panels on there, geo panels on there, and the geo panels, I have yet to end up in a room in item world where the geo panels are a problem. Like, it's happened in the plot stages. I mean, or, maybe even the, post-loot or whatever stages where the challenge isn't the monsters you face. It's the geo panels, but I have not seen that at all in Item World. And I'm sure that's part of that is because they wanted it to be, this thing where we can just walk away. It's kind of, I guess, idle. It's kind of an idle game. I mean, not really, but as far as leveling up your characters, you can totally idle this. You can just, put them in item worlds and let them go for it. And I saw a question that I think they've probably answered by now, since this game has been out for a while. I've only been playing it for about a week because I was overseas, and then I was in quarantine, so I didn't get to play since. So I didn't get to start playing, and so I've been playing for about a week, and I'm already all the way through the game. So this is the benefit of being a retired human. So you can idle this game and you can just let them do whatever. So, but I did see a question, and it was like, how do you get the how do you not have to stop at all the innocent towns? There's a setting in the cheat shop, and I didn't know that at first either. And then I was like, what? Because I didn't even think to just walk away. I just thought, okay, I'm gonna set it on idle. They'll get to the end. They'll get to sit down, and then I'll see what we've acquired. I think I also have sell all my crap. Don't even give me any crap right now, like items and stuff. I know items are important, but anyways, so I kind of like this idle aspect. I also feel like and I think it's good, especially since there's a lot of, like, obviously you can get to really high levels now. It is not unlocked until after, I think you unlock it post game, but it might just like through some normal post game stuff, but it might be one of the an achievement type of thing. So anyways, but what do I like about the game? I like that we're still playing it this way. What do I not like? I feel like we've lost a bunch of options and character types. There's not as many generic character types. There's definitely not as many monsters. And so monsters in this game use the same weapons, and there are no monster specific weapons. And the monsters, you can't, like, I really liked like magic change, and there was another thing, I forgot what it was, but I like those things because they gave you a good reason to have a bunch of monsters on your team. But as you can see, I don't really have any. Raspberry might still count as a monster, but I'm not sure. But they can throw normally, which I did like that they could throw normally. So the only time you have to be really careful is if you have a printing. You have to make sure they're on the bottom of the stack. But if you're throwing, I mean, if you're trying to blow them up, just blow them up. So I mean, there's some stuff that I love about this and some stuff that I don't love. Whoops. Okay. So this, yeah. I feel like they're missing some character classes that we were really into in the past, and one of them that I really loved was the maid class. They had those special item abilities. I really thought that was useful. But I guess we've got different mechanics for adding stats and stuff, so it's not like, I don't know. And there's still a thing that doesn't attack all enemies. I'm not using it in this setup because that person has like 20,000 monster kills and everybody else has like 800. So I quit letting that person just keep AoE the whole stage. So as far as the plot goes, when you start off the plot, you'll kind of know what's going on, and then you'll think, oh, maybe I was wrong, and then you'll be like, oh, nope, I was right. So, you know, I don't want to give any spoilers away. But yeah, I saw it coming a mile away, but that's because I play a lot of JRPGs. And maybe if you don't, maybe you don't, maybe, you know, it surprised you. Just, but it doesn't matter. The point is the plot it's still a good plot. The main character is really good. I really like the character design, except for one thing. The 3D modeling isn't like it is on I like Skyrim and stuff. It's not. It's more like Pokemon, but it's more like the first time they did Pokemon. Well, actually, anytime there's Pokemon 3D modeling. Like, think about this. Like, if something has a face, and they have and in Pokemon they do 3D modeling. In general, the face is very flat. So if you think about like Gengar, if you have like I used to have a Gengar keychain, and it's just flat. So when like, even though it looks like it's smiling, like everything is flat, and it looks like it has eyes and eyebrows that, you know, but there's no depth to it. And that's what I see in the scenes where you can see the 3D main characters interacting, like when they're telling part of the story. It just kind of like their faces are flat, and their faces are and like, no, they're round, they're convex. Well, I mean, yes, but on that, it's like if you drew on a balloon. That's how it looks. That's the main thing that I didn't like about the 3D modeling. You cannot tell when they're in this form and they're just being, you know, little dudes fighting, but in like cutscenes and stuff, you know, yeah, I don't know what the solution is to that. I like the 3D-ness. I didn't think I would when they first said they were going to do this, or when we first heard that it was going to be 3D instead of 2D. I didn't think I would like it, but I do. It's just that I think maybe they should spend a little more time on the cutscene visuals, because it just looked kind of flat. It just looked like Nintendo GameCube. Nintendo GameCube Pokemon. I mean, now all the Pokemon are 3D, and that's cool and everything, but they still have those round, flat faces. Like, if you think about like Gengar, I always think Gengar looks pretty bad in 3D, because like you can tell he doesn't have eyebrows. Like, how is he making that face? Like, you have to have something to make that face. Anyways, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everyone loves the way he's got a flat face. There's something else that has a really flat face that bothered me, but But that's not okay. That's not the point. So, the main love interest, quote unquote, the main female character she reminds me a lot of Seraphina, and I feel like that shouldn't happen. Like, she's not a bad character. She's not like you wouldn't see the outline of the character and say, oh yeah, this is like, if you just saw a basic description, I don't know if you would think that they were similar. It's just some of the stuff she said was similar to stuff that Seraphina said. And I don't think that's, like, Seraphina was in the last game. That was the previous game. If it was like 3 games ago, or if she said stuff that like Rosalind had said, like, that would be okay. That was 20 years ago, maybe. Like 20 years ago we had Disgaea 2. Do y'all remember that? No. But like, and if you played Disgaea 3, you know that they know how to make a princess who doesn't act like, Seraphina and Melodia kind of act similar. I don't know, just so I was kind of like, what the heck? And also, there's always usually some old guy in the party. Like, my favorite one was that chef guy. I forgot his name now. He was a chef, and I forgot what game that was. I forgot. I think it was probably Disgaea 3, because that's the only one we can't just go back and replay. So I'm sure it was Disgaea 3, and there was a chef, and he was funny. This time it's this old king with money, and he's not interesting to me. It's not like, I was kind of surprised that he was going to be one of our characters, because he just didn't. I don't know, like remember Hogmiser in Disgaea 1? Like, did you use Hogmiser? No, he wasn't part of the plot. He was part of the plot in that chapter, and then you got to use him because he did have some good attacks, especially early game. So he's good to use at the beginning, but then it's like, you're not like end game using Hogmiser. Maybe you are, but there's no dialogue featuring Hogmiser. I mean, he's not part of the overall plot. So that's kind of what it's like. It's like if Hogmiser had been in the plot the whole time, like, it's kind of boring. It's just my opinion. There's some great characters. Zed, the main character, is really great. And there's a lot of, let's see, the main character that you don't get to use is a little doggo named Cerberus, and it's really great. It's a really great dog, and I was like, wow, I wish we could play as the dog. You can I think it's a Bill, and you can make whoever you're controlling in the base look like the dog. But I think, but he's a major part of the plot and does a lot. See, what happens is if you just leave the Nintendo Switch on, it just gets a little dark. So, but as you can see, we're just battling fine, I think. I don't know. Have some of them died? I don't know. Looks like it. And they don't die from other people. They die from each other. But I'm just gonna let them auto battle. It'll be fine. And then there's of course a segment of Prison Rangers, which is really fun. And the Prison Ranger characters are really good, and I really liked that whole segment there. There's another great character, Overlord Ivar. He's pretty great. Actually, he's my favorite character in the whole thing. But he's not a villain, but he's not necessarily like your teammate. Let's see what else is great or not so great. The concept of moduling is really good, and I think they did a really good job of that. That whole storyline was very interesting. I thought that was very unique. I didn't expect to see. I don't know why that one felt unique. It felt unique. I think that I wonder why, like, you know, when you can get some characters from older games, I don't know why they stopped giving us some of the really fun characters from older games. Like, maybe they'll give it to us because DLC means they can just add whatever or whenever. And I feel like that happened in Disgaea 5. I feel like we had some, and then they added more like a year later. I could be wrong. That could be just like if you're not in Japan. Like if you were in Japan, you got all of them at once. Because you know how sometimes there's a delay. I really miss Prinny Curtis. I would love to have Prinny Curtis back in my team. But it's fun. I like the new monsters that they created. There's a couple on this screen, or there's one. But there's not that many character classes, and it feels like there's not that many character classes. Like, I thought after the main game that we were gonna add a few more. You know, like after you finish or you restart Disgaea 1, and then you can get, like, I forgot the name of the thing. Like Super God or something, but it's like, yeah, we are definitely missing some people. Let's, so this is what you can do. You can just get your, whoops. I'm not sitting near enough to the thing for it to hear my commands. No, not consumables. Ugh. Okay, sorry, we're just gonna digress. So this is the only way to get out. If you've got, don't go to Innocent Town, obviously, because there's no one you can say, hey, I want to leave. Reach the ultimate conditions have been met. I don't know what that is. The quest shop similar to the last. And I'm controlling Raspberry, Mao, and Valvatores in the base because I can. There's a new thing called the juice bar, which, you know, if someone's playing this game, you already know that. I haven't used a whole lot because I guess you have to save up exp and money. Like, I thought it was just exp or mana. I call it exp and everybody else calls it experience. No, XP, but it's exp or mana, and like, but it's not. It's like you have to have exp and mana, well, maybe not both, and money, but you like I just want to do these things. All right, so I'm just gonna let them do this for a while. So I hope that they bring some, I don't know, because there's not even, I don't even know if Celestia was a part of this game. It's like, do people just not like Celestia? Also, I think one thing's really weird, like I really liked the whole team of like Gordon and Jennifer and the robot from Disgaea 1. And so they came, I mean, I think they were, I know you could get Prinny Curtis in Disgaea 2. I haven't played that game since it was originally for PlayStation. I didn't get the PC version. Maybe I should do that. But I feel like they just kind of don't, they kind of just forgot about those characters. Like, oh, well, they're from the human world, we don't care, which is fine. I mean, I get it, this is the netherworld, but they were the best human characters. I'm trying to think of another human character from one of the other games that was better, because you know, there's usually humans and demons and angels in every game, and there's no angels. I mean, there's not even angels as like a generic character class. Like the last game, I think you could get 2 different kinds. Maybe that's maybe they're like, oh, we're tired of this angel thing. I have no idea. So yes, overall I liked it, of course. And I love that you can go past level 9999. See, you can see we're at level, I don't know, 40,000 or something. The next milestone we reach is 500,000, which I don't know. And then I think like this is level 2 of it's the martial training, which of course is cave ordeals, what they call it now. But this is level 2. I've got everything set on. I've got like enemies maxed out to 20, and we're not getting anywhere. I can't quite get level 3 because those things are, I don't know, I haven't tried in a while. Maybe I'll try it now. But things in level 3 were like level 400,000 or something. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that anytime soon. Also, the past few games, it's been really easy to unlock the stage of I forgot what the title of it is, but it's Overlord Baal. Like, I don't, it seemed so easy that I thought, that can't be what I just unlocked. It can't be, you know, it's called, it's got some kind of title, I forgot what, but like, that can't be. And then it is, and then all my dudes die because I'm never like at a strength to fight Overlord Baal after just spending only like, I guess like 10,000 mana or something. Yeah, so I'm hoping there's more DLC, I guess, and I don't have any actual hope that that might actually happen. Like I have no confidence that might actually happen, but I wish it would. Also, it seems like very easy to max out your items, so I haven't looked up like how do you max out your character so you can defeat Overlord Baal, who I don't think I've ever defeated it ever, because you know in previous games you had to get like level 99 trap. You have to get a level, you know, or you have to max out your trap. You have to max out a bunch of gladiators and put them in there, and a bunch of, you know, whatever you need, not statisticians, because if you're high level you don't need them, but like, yeah, and you had to do a bunch of weird stuff in order to make sure that you got the max value out of your item as you were leveling it. But I feel like that's not so much a thing now, because I just like popped into like I stole a level. So now the max level of things, of items, is 9,999. So fun, right? So, but it's super easy to get there. Like, and also you can steal some of those items. So there's this thing for the thief, so that you don't use hands anymore. So you have to be a thief in order to steal, because it's a special skill. And I didn't see a way to steal from one person without standing very close. So I mean, there's a way to. There's a thing called Grand Theft, which tries to steal from everybody, with, of course, a lower success rate. And also, and it said you can improve your success rate by upgrading the skill. And I swear I've got it upgraded to like really, I thought kind of a high level, and it's not changed at all. It's not changed at all. And I'm like, okay, is there a point at which I have so much SP that I just make this the max that it could possibly be which is probably 999 with the overpowered stuff that this game gives you, which I like. I like that you can get this overpowered, but it's kind of like, I feel like I'm going to have to do more weird stuff than in previous games because it seems so easy. Like, so anyways, I stole a level 9,999 item from, because that's what is on the add-on characters when you go to have their little scene, you know, and there's a little battle as with all the DLC in previous games. And it's pretty hard to steal the item, but I stole one, and I was like, okay, what happens if you go into one of these? Because I know this is the max level, and nothing weird. And you can still, after you've got that max level, you can still get the item training bonuses and other bonuses like that. And with not level spheres because those affect level, but item training bonuses will give you more power on your item, because it definitely the stats of the item went up. After we did training bonuses, we went to mystery rooms and stuff. So I don't like, in the past it used to be like, okay, you can't screw up. You have to have 1,000 emergency exits, because you have to exit out every 3 floors and make sure you get a good mystery room every 3 floors. If you don't, you're gonna fail. And then your item's going to be max leveled, and you'll never be able to get it to the ultimate goal, which I guess is, I don't remember. But back in, you know, but first off, I mean, if my characters are high level, my characters are like level 40,000, we can just go into, I mean, I've just been in these items and they're not, this isn't an item right now, but like the enemies aren't dangerous. So it's not, I mean, my characters die because one of my other characters kills them in a you know, attack where it's what is it called? Not attack all, but multi-targeted attack. And yeah, they accidentally get killed, or what happens a lot of times is someone's in one of those multi-targeted attacks and they survive the attack, but then they feel like they have to counter the other guy, so then one of them ends up dying because someone's gonna run out of counters, and they're level 50,000. So I mean, yeah, some of them died in Item World, but that's because of something they did. Also, here's a really weird thing, and I haven't figured this out, and I don't want to look this up because I kind of want to sort this out for myself. The special skills do not seem to be as good as regular attack. Like, I swear, oh, well, I know this, like this, I'm not making this, there were times when I thought, oh my gosh, this creature, you know, I don't know if it was a boss for one of the plot chapters. I was like, oh my gosh, we're hardly denting it. I mean, we're so overpowered. How are we hardly denting it? And then someone just walked up and punches it, and it dies because, like, actually, I think it was a counter. It was probably like a counter attack or support attack from Archer, and it's like, oh, because regular attacks, and not just counters and support attacks, but all the regular attacks are, for most people, they seem stronger, and I'm not sure how to fix that. I mean, I don't think I have to fix it for stuff like if I'm going to be controlling the characters and somebody has a move and it's supposed to be their super ultra best move ever, but it only affects one enemy, I think I just walk up and punch them or shoot them or whatever. Whereas, like, if something's got a multi-targeted attack and I need to hit more than one enemy, then I think those are the ones I should focus on. So I don't know, it just seems like like I'm just nervous that there's some kind of complication that I haven't thought of yet. But it's okay, because you know what? It's fine. This is just, I mean, it's fun to play. I do kind of feel not as attached because I'm not moving them around each time. I'm not making them do stuff and make, you know, like, I don't know everybody's attacks really well because I've just been leaving it on auto battle for a really long time, and I think most people have. And the reason I do it is because the computer is better at it than me. Sometimes I'll not notice that there's a guy standing there, or sometimes like I'll use a move that never works on those kind of guys or something. Like the computer's better at fighting than me. So if I just leave it on auto battle, then I don't have to worry about it. And then if we get killed, then obviously we're not powerful enough because the computer knows better than I do. Except that hitting with regular attacks is better than hitting with special attacks. So I actually have two setups, one for using specials just so we can, you know, level them up, but then you can buy proficiency in the skill shop, which I like, because that means, because previously you could get upgrades for your I guess it's called enhanced skill, and you can enhance the power of the skill, or like with spells you could enhance the range, but on but then like it became prohibitive in some way, either because the SP cost was too high or the mana cost for the upgrade was too high. So I think proficiency, the mana cost is kind of high, but it's kind of it's a good place to use it, because you know when you reincarnate you don't get to keep it. So what are you gonna do with it? I'm sorry, there's a light behind me, sorry. So anyways, I am enjoying this game. I'm excited to see what happens as we get to higher and higher levels. Maybe will I ever get to the final martial training? I have no idea. I can't even do level 3. Maybe level 3 is the final. I don't know. And I'm not going to look it up because I know somebody else knows and someone else has put it out there. But it's more fun this way, right? Alrighty, so I might make more videos. I might make actual Let's Play videos where I'm actually playing and not just like watching my dudes do their thing. Anyways, if anyone watched this, thank you. And make sure to play this game. Play Disgaea 6. It's fun. It's new. It's for Nintendo Switch. Go get it. Thank you. See you later.